Welcome again to another Aussiehome.com TV show. A very different show this week, all about social media, and I've got Peter Fletcher here, Internet Marketing Consultant, to take you through it. So, let's get into it. All right, now, Peter, you've been a real estate agent.
Yes.
And now you're a bit of a social media internet marketing expert. Tell us a bit about your real estate history and why you move into social media and internet marketing now.
Well, I was in real estate for 23 years, started out in Kalgoorlie and then moved to Perth, where I had my own business in Victoria Park for 17 years. And then took myself back to university and studied internet studies there. And I just love the internet. I love what it does for individuals, being able to have their say and their own voice, and I love what it does for agents in that they can have their own destiny on the web rather than be dictated to by someone else.
And social media and real estate, how is that happening at the moment? What do you see out there from real estate agents using social media?
Well, social media is getting the buzz at the moment. There's lots of people using it and lots of people engaging with customers in whole new ways that they'd never thought possible before. So it's a great way of creating a dialogue and creating a great conversation, very natural and human.
Now, a lot of people watching this show are researching real estate, looking for buying and selling. How can they tack into these social networks to find information about real estate?
Well, you look at a place like Twitter where people simply say, they put something out there to say, well, I'm looking for a home out there this weekend. And it's a place where people can offer support and offer help in an environment where no one owns a client, no one owns a relationship. And it's very, very relaxed and fluid that way.
All right, well, that's more of that to come, I think, as we go through. Now, a few months ago, Peter and I actually did a social media boot camp for real estate, probably the first one here in Perth, and we're going to show clips of that. And we're starting with, I suppose, defining where social media came from, and also some of the problems with social media, banning Facebook in the workplace, things like that. So we're just going to roll a bit of that clip and talk about that afterwards. When I came here in 97, the internet was around. About 94, 95, you probably started getting on the internet and started sort of surfing for things, and it was obviously very slow. There was broadband, no broadband in those days. It was all dial-up. A lot of the early pages were very one-way. There was no real sort of communication going on as there is now with social media. And I was looking for real estate. I was looking for property, buy a property down here in Perth. Couldn't find anything on the net, so I went around all the home opens and waited for the paper on the weekends and saw the little ads and did all that, and I thought, well, there's got to be a better way, and that's when Nick and I came up with the idea of Aussiehome. We weren't the only one. There were lots of other sites at the time. Rewa already had a site. Realestate.com had listed on the stock market. They got going in 97. There was a few other sites that then came and went, but we thought, well, it was an example of, I suppose, just a couple of guys not been in business, not been in real estate, not been in IT before, saying, well, there's something I think that could be improved. Let's give it a go. And through our loyal real estate agents, 10 years on, we're very proud to still be here. Well, I've seen a lot of things come and go over 10 years. 10 years ago, a lot of people said to me, oh, it's not going to work. People can drive around Perth. You know, the internet's not going to work. It's not going to make much impact. Or, oh, this is something else we have to pay for. Great. You know, another subscription on top of everything else. You know, I haven't got time to upload all this stuff, and no one's going to look at it anyway, and all that. I'm hearing the same criticisms about Facebook and Twitter and Flickr and YouTube and social media and blogging now. And yet it's the most exciting thing I've seen in 10 years. The power that it has for you to connect. And as Peter intimated, to cut off the big media. And that's why they're so scared about it. And that's also why they're running a lot of negative campaigns about it.
Here you go. This one from BBC News. Facebook costs business dear. Workers who spend time on sites such as Facebook could be costing firms over £130 million a day, the study has calculated. And it goes on and on and on. And how companies are banning their workers from using Facebook in an effort to crack down on time wasting. So that's a common thread through. Whose company bans Facebook at work? Yeah? Hands up. That's okay. Be proud. Be out there and be proud. Yeah, it's a bloody waste of time. Facebook threatens productivity data. Facebook is shaping up as every boss's nightmare as the social networking website urges its members to hook up with its workmates online. Millions of corporate dollars lost and people just wasting their time. Here's the reception. Instead of doing some filing, the receptionist is out there friending people up.